Now we're good.
Welcome to the Blonde Roast Dark Roast show. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, that works, yeah. My name's Blonde Roast Preston.
I'm the Dark Roast Brian, and I've been drinking. That's why I kind of stuttered on the opening, because I'm an idiot. I'd like to just, acknowledge that right now I'm drinking the proper 12, Conor McGregor's brand, because apparently I'm the only person on this goddamn planet who doesn't want to write him off after the man lost one time.
I think he's a little baby back bitch now, you know. Just kidding, I love Conor McGregor.
He lost more than one time. I
He
I
did.
will say I do like him. I'm not dissing him. I really like him. I think he's awesome. He lost more than one time.
He beat Cowboy, but that doesn't count, right?
No, that's a bullshit fight.
Yeah.
I don't count that either. I'm not saying that I'm a McGregor dick rider, although I'm sure that I'm going to come
I
off
think
as
he
one.
will.
No,
during
I
this
like
bit.
McGregor a lot. He's my favorite fighter.
It's just like fucking people. As soon as wow, that's red. By the way, we're being served tea right now by the amazing Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby. What about Eleanor Roosevelt? Eleanor.
So we do have a third member of the group, but we're gonna be using different aliases for her.
Yes, and today the topic
What's
is
the theme for her?
historical female
Eleanor
characters.
Roosevelt. I don't know why. I just had the Beatles on my mind because I'm pretentious.
Yeah,
I'm a cunt.
yes, a big one.
Anyway, fuck you.
I love you too.
Okay, so yeah, like as soon as I come into work, like the Monday, like this past Monday, there's like a week after UFC 257. That's probably not even the right number.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Is it based on how many fights there's been in UFC? Is that what they do based off? Like, is there a UFC 1?
yeah,
Oh,
like back
okay.
in the 90s.
Okay.
No. So they have pay-per-view events, and then and then they have like regular televised events that don't get numbered, or like they're numbered separately.
What were you saying though about 257?
Anyway, as soon as I come into work, my coworker, like as I'm walking towards him, tells me Conor McGregor is a bum.
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay, I get it. The man's only fought like
He's only
3 times in a 4-year span. Yeah, that's shitty of him. He should have been focused. But to call somebody a bum who has like $200 million in the bank,
they're just
and that's probably putting it conservatively. Yeah, they're fucking jealous.
Oh yeah.
Like he can lose a fight and still be on top. And I know that I'm really coming off as a Conor McGregor dick rider right now. But I mean, I'm not gonna write somebody off after one loss. Like shit happens.
Well, he ended up getting he tapped out in like a chokehold, right? Isn't that what happened?
No, dude, he got knocked out.
Oh, he got knocked
Yeah,
out.
I got knocked out.
Well,
The
second round.
You're thinking about Khabib. His fight with
Oh,
Khabib,
I was telling him I was
which
thinking
was
that was
2018. That was
that
some
was a
time
while
ago too.
I thought he tapped out on this one. I don't know why.
No, like the McGregor timeline is weird because like in 2016, 17ish, he beat Eddie Alvarez, I believe for the lightweight title, which that to me is like his last impressive victory in the company. And then he like fucked around, went and fought Mayweather. I say fucked around, but that man got paid.
Oh, for that
Like,
for that boxing
He
fight?
made the right
Oh
move.
my
Let's be
gosh,
honest here.
yeah.
Sure, Dana White stripped him of the lightweight title, but like he got paid.
Dana White was probably pissed because he's like someone else's property.
Well, Dana wanted to facilitate the fight within his company, but then they ended up just doing separately within like the boxing world. And yeah, because like he was trying to get his hands on that money too, but ultimately they didn't include him or the UFC. They just went straight boxing.
I'm gonna give you a fair warning. I think I put too much honey in that.
I like honey.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get canceled. Anyway,
It will be canceled.
What was I saying? So yeah, he went and fucked around and got like $100 million for fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
It's the right move. I don't blame that man for chasing the money. There's a way to chase money and there's a way to not chase money. Different topic. But yeah, like 2016-ish, he fought Alvarez. Next year, he fought Mayweather. And then he came back to the UFC to reclaim his lightweight title, which was owned by Khabib. And yeah, he got choked out. Khabib is unstoppable.
No, yeah.
Like, the lightweight division in the UFC is fucking stacked. They're all murderers, I swear to God.
Oh, really?
But not one of them could crack Khabib. He is on a whole nother, like, plane.
I haven't seen him fight much, so I have no idea what to even say.
Khabib is a very impressive human being. Like, sure, he's had a few fights to go the full distance and they go to decision, but, like, for the most part, he is taking you down and, like, that was hot. He is taking you down in, like, the second round and, like, just wearing you down.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, you just have no energy left and he will chokehold you, armbar you, whatever until you tap. So yeah, Conor of course couldn't crack Khabib, and then what the hell did he do afterwards? Like he was kind of like fucking around, like announcing various retirements.
Yeah, he said he retired, and then, well, I thought he retired after the Cowboy fight, or did he retire after the Khabib fight too? I thought I don't know the timeline.
He's threatened retirement so much, and I've been drinking, so I don't know the timeline either.
That's true. That's why.
That's really good, by the way. Do you want to talk about your tea real quick?
What kind of tea is it?
This one is Stash Blueberry. Stash is my favorite, one of my favorite teas.
This is very tasty, and I'm very happy that you gave it to me.
It's blueberry superfruit, so it has antioxidants, but at the same time, it tastes like berries.
Does beer have antioxidants?
Can we get a tea or something? Can we get a tea sponsorship?
Oh my
Stash
god!
tea, yeah.
I would live for a Stash tea
or Four
sponsor.
Sigmatic.
Even if they don't pay you a
Four Sigmatic.
cent, even if they don't pay you a cent, but they just like continuously send you free tea.
Oh my god!
Oh,
no,
That's a good deal in and of itself.
I could do that. They don't need to pay me. They just could send me tea, and I would give them an honest opinion of how I think they are.
Did you hear that, Stash tea? Send us some tea. Yep.
So like those are my we've been drinking tea throughout the day before recording, and this is like my third one so far.
This is my favorite.
This is also my favorite.
It's good tea with
This
honey,
is very good
especially
tea. You're gonna turn me into a tea slut, Eleanor.
I'm
Ellie, I'm gonna call you Ellie.
I'm the actual tea slut.
You're gonna turn me into a tea whore then.
This is what the box looks like.
Sponsor us. What's that company name? Read it.
Stash.
We want money, and we will plug your product.
No, we don't want money. We just want tea. We'll take tea. We'll take money.
I'll take free tea. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll take free tea.
I mean, help us out.
Yeah, I'll drink it. I got family who likes tea.
What if
Send me free shit.
What if there's a podcast of people just plugging things the whole time? Proper 12.
That's
Sponsor us.
That's kind of
basically what you're doing.
yeah. We're plugging shit that's not even paying us. Let's just
Yeah.
Well, you had an idea, didn't you?
no more sponsorships until we get paid. Or
I'm still gonna sponsor.
I don't know how this works. That's how we're going off the rails. That's how Bill Burr's show works though. Like he gets ad reads, but he reads them in a very funny way. Like he doesn't stay on script.
One thing that's really weird about the Joe Rogan show lately, so he stopped doing his ads for a couple of weeks when he got Spotify, but he's back to doing his ads. However, you can each one is a separate video, so you can skip them real quick.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah,
but I've noticed in the middle of some podcasts, it'll give me some advertisement, even though I have premium Spotify. I've been getting advertisements on the podcast, like not Joe Rogan doing it, but I'm just a random advertisement.
I think I've gotten that as well.
It's weird.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
I don't watch the show much, but
oh, those are cute.
Go once with bees on.
But just looking at a teapot online.
I haven't listened to much lately either. Like
But,
I've listened to more music on the way to work.
Do you remember back in the day when Joe Rogan would plug the Fleshlight? And
You told me about
he
that.
He would give it like a fully like passionate like endorsement. He was like, "Look, I use this product. It is comparable or comparable to the real thing."
Well,
They must have given him a buku fucking money because he was plugging that shit for real.
It doesn't surprise me though, because every time he talks about his original podcast, he talks about how it was just him and a bunch of friends that just wanted to mess around.
And
like that's all it was.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yep. So we're saying we're going to do the Joe
We're
Rogan
all just,
podcast in the future. Is that what we're saying? Yeah, I'm dropping.
I want to be better.
We're going to get sponsored by Spotify in the future. That's what's going to happen.
I expect $100 million in my bank account in like 10 years. Spotify.
I expect it next week. Spotify.
We're like going off the rails so bad. We have gone off the rails in like the work. We're not professionals.
We're only 8 minutes in.
Hopefully, we'll get better in time.
Honestly, we're probably gonna cut this out and just get to it when we get more focused.
No, this is fun.
No,
this is fun
fine.
because like I'm not a UFC analyst. Like I'm probably giving like bad information right now.
Yes. Yeah.
But like,
we had done nothing about it.
Just to like bounce back to the previous topic, Khabib fucked Conor up. Conor took more time off. Fought Cowboy Donald Cerrone in early January 2020, and like, no offense to Cerrone, he was good in his time, but he's a little older, past his prime.
And I mean, McGregor's still young.
That was a tune-up fight. That's what that was. That was a
then
warm-up fight. Just get a quick win in, which is what happened. And then like for the rest of 2020, because he wanted to fight more in 2020, like three to four times, I believe he said. But then, as we all know, COVID happened, and then et cetera, he's getting fucked up by Dustin Poirier in 2021 because he took too much fucking time off.
In my opinion,
and that's the issue.
I think there's something at like that's deep here. I don't think he might still want to fight it every now and then, but he's put a lot into his brand and everything. Him announcing retirement, it gained some popularity. Him announcing another fight gained some more popularity. I mean, like, honestly, I think this is all part of his retirement plan with the Power 12. Like, keeps getting popular, keeps making sales, and then he's just gonna retire. Like, I mean, he's doing it smart, in my opinion. If that's what he is doing.
I think that's part of it. I do think he wants to keep fighting. Like, I definitely think, like, especially after this loss, he wants to come back and, like, as soon as possible. But yes, it's definitely, like, part of the plan to, like, invest in other things. Like, it's of course he's gonna invest in, like, a whiskey company. It's a great revenue stream.
Yeah,
and you gotta diversify your revenue streams no matter what business you're in. I do think that, like, at least, like, during, like, 2020 and 19, like, when he was, like, announcing all of his, like, retirement plans on Twitter, it was a ploy to get more money out of UFC because he wasn't the only fighter doing that. There were many fighters trying to squeeze more money out of Dana.
Too. Like, Mayweather coming out of retirement for the 5th time. People are like, oh yeah, he's back out of retirement. Let's all buy a bunch of money, buy a bunch of tickets, and go watch him fight again for the 5th time out of retirement. Like, it's a quick marketing
Mayweather
scheme.
does not excite me. Like, that whole fight against McGregor was just like, that was an easy way for him to cinch that 50-0
What about
record.
The Mayweather
and
the Paul brother fight coming up? What about that one?
That's going to be an exhibition fight, which means that the outcome of that fight has already been determined. Like, it's not going to count towards this record.
No.
It's all for show. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, but they're sure to make a lot of money off of it.
Oh, they're going to make a lot of money. I'm not going to watch it, though.
No.
Or, like, I'm sure shit's not going to pay for it.
No, it's going to be so stupid.
Boxing doesn't excite me because boxing is pretty much, like...
I feel like it used to be good, though. Whatever happened to that Mike Tyson and, what's his name?
Yeah, that happened. That was an exhibition fight, and it went the full 12 rounds.
Yeah.
To a fucking draw.
So it wasn't...
That was an exhibition fight. They decided that behind closed doors. Boxing doesn't excite me because that happens way too much, and boxing has always had a sordid history of being supported by organized crime and being predetermined.
Oh,
you know,
there's
taking
a lot of betting that goes in boxing, so like...
There's a lot of betting in MMA too, but I mean, granted, organized crime could be behind MMA, but no evidence has been shown.
It doesn't have any deep roots like boxing
it really
does.
doesn't. And UFC's been going on since the '90s, so it's been going on for a while. I don't know. I take that more seriously than boxing.
Yeah, I probably take MMA more serious.
But
alright, we've been on this fighting conversation for a while.
I like Conor. And I want to see him fight again. That's my main consensus.
We probably will. We probably will.
I shouldn't sit here and like analyze his shit because I don't know.
Conor, come on the podcast and explain
Conor, come on the podcast. You don't even have to go to Proper 12. We've already got some right
Yeah,
here.
it's almost gone. So we love it.
We'll happily drink with you, bud.
What if that happened?
You can regale us of stories of you punching old men in bars.
Yes, please tell us how that happened.
and like trying to destroy UFC tour buses,
throwing chairs
and
at it,
fighting referees.
But he's good now. He's not like that now.
Good is debatable. I like to watch him fight, and I like to watch him promote a fight. As a person,
Well, maybe he has to come on so we can meet him. That's what. Yeah. On the first podcast, we're talking about having Conor McGregor.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Like by the end, like by the end of year one, we'll have McGregor. You know, from what I can tell, though, there's other news stories that are more pressing, aren't there?
Yes. There's one in particular I want to bring up, but it's probably not what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
The leaked release date of Elder Scrolls 6.
That's not what I was talking about at all, but okay, let's talk about Skyrim.
No, we don't have to. I just want to throw that in there.
What's released? I haven't seen the story.
2026.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
But they got Starfield. That they're like definitely want to release first. So hopefully Starfield will come out first.
Yeah, and it might be fun.
And like I'm hoping it's gonna be a great game.
What is that?
It's a Bethesda game, so like you know how they make the open world Fallout, open world Elder Scrolls. They're gonna make a space game like open world, like a space exploration game. And
that's really all we know about it. Like we don't know what kind of gameplay it's gonna have. We don't know like what it's gonna look like. Yep. We just know that it's called Starfield, and that's the main idea of the game.
But what were you talking about with the pressing news
GameStop, bitch.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, you're talking about fucking Elder Scrolls. What the fuck? Nobody's talking about
GameStop. So I started buying stocks again the other day.
Did you buy anything in GameStop?
No, because
they don't let you.
It's gonna start going down.
Yeah, they're cunts.
No,
they're trying to protect those fat cats on Wall Street.
Robinhood has like a limit right now though. You can only buy I bought one of my stocks went up $40 in the past month. Like, hers are really going up.
My Disney stock doubled.
Are you guys millionaires yet?
No,
No, you've made, what, 250? I've made 60.
I made 250.
Why am I not more... As much as I'm on fucking Reddit, why am I not more involved in the community?
Robinhood's nice. Like,
I could make some money.
No,
I could
no,
make some
no. I'm sending you an invite. Okay, you can do it with her.
Invite.
It's fine.
Wait, invite to what?
If we send you an invite, we get a free stock.
Please?
You don't even have to buy a stock. You just have to.
You don't have
Sure,
to.
just whoever...
No.
Okay.
No. You don't even barely use it.
Yeah,
I'm
ladies,
starting
ladies first. You... What do I call you?
Okay, Harriet
And
Tubman.
then I'm
Yeah, Harriet. Send me your invite, Harriet. Why are we
then-
saying that derogatively?
I can
I
send
don't
you
know.
everything
Harris would be
that
new
I
star.
have.
Harris
Don't
would be
touch
new
this
star
arm.
of
This
the-
arm's a
That's the
bitch.
vaccine arm.
You're
It's
gonna
sore
touch this
after.
one.
Like, mine was pretty sore.
I didn't know it was so sore.
Mine hurts
She
so
got
bad.
that yesterday. It's sore for like a day or two.
So yeah, here's something fun. We're all COVID immune because you two got the vaccine.
No,
and
we're 50%.
We're 50% immune. You
Oh,
have,
never
to,
mind, you're not immune.
We
Fuck
need
you
the
guys.
second
you have to get the second one to be like 95%.
I got the natural vaccine.
Guys.
I got fucking sick.
Ours lasts
Also-
longer though.
There's a lot of stuff I could show you on here about dividend payments and stuff, but this morning I got a dividend payment of 23 cents for a share that I didn't even have to pay for because I got it for free.
It's from.
So I get it
Well-
like every month and I'm getting a dividend payment.
That was the one I got for free. That's the one that went up like $40 in the past month. So.
Alright,
I just want to know, like, how much money could I have made off of GameStop?
so much.
It was down to freaking like $15.
Alright, I
And
sent you to
it went up to $500 at one point.
Dude, I could be set for life.
Dude, if you would have bought
Reddit, you have failed me. I didn't hear about the story until like after it like already happened,
Well,
so it was like, what the fuck?
I've read up on it. I'm still confused how it happened. Like, what happened? Like, that made it skyrocket.
I don't know anything about UFC. I can explain that a lot better than like how to short stuff.
Like,
I've seen The Big Short,
yeah.
but that doesn't mean anything. That movie was like 5 years ago.
But, like, I mean, obviously it was very inflated. Like, that's not actually what GameStop is worth. It's what it was coming in at.
No, well, like GameStop's a failing company, so
Yeah.
like to put it in the very like most basic ways, some people on Reddit got together.
I heard it started at, like, a small level like that.
r// Wall Street Bets,
Yeah.
which has 2.2 million members. Granted, not all of them, did it, but like if you get like
A good amount of
a
people.
percentage of that, like that's a significant number, right?
Yeah.
They all.
They all bought stock in GameStop? Is that just kind of what happened?
I'm uneducated. I'm gonna say yes, but I'm sure it goes deeper than that. It involves
Okay.
well, like shorting stuff involves like hedge funds and
Yeah.
like
It involves a lot of money.
it involves a lot of money
Yeah.
and it involves a lot of stuff that I'm a college dropout and I don't understand shit about finance because high school is bullshit and they don't teach you any fucking useful life skills.
Yeah, no, that's right.
All you learn about Nathaniel Hawthorne, you learn about the fucking how to use Robinhood.
I don't teach Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's a
I
cunt. To any members of the
So-
Hawthorne family,
The only
I have no issue with you.
I think what he does have to do, though, I think he does have to put $10 into his Robinhood account, though.
Oh.
I think he does have to do that.
Oh, it just went down and it don't. But since
You get
March
free stock, too,
20th of last year, I've earned $209.97 on top of what I've put in.
You should buy me something shiny. I have a birthday coming up. No, I don't know how it works. All I know is that like a bunch of Redditors trolled the stock market, and now a lot of Wall Street fat cats are pissed off because they bankrupted a hedge fund or some shit.
Well,
Okay, but what's super awesome though is I bought Disney when it was like $80 or $70, and now it's at $167. And I'm like, why did I only buy one share? If I had bought, okay, imagine if I had bought like 10 shares of it or something, like a larger amount. Oh,
I know.
I've only been doing small bits because I've been nervous about it.
That's what's rough about the stock market is it'll stress you out because you're like, fuck, if I would have done that, well, let me donate all this money in this one and maybe this one will go up.
Well,
and
it's
then that
just-
one just
I don't
like,
do that.
It's just like
yeah.
gambling. Like the
It
general
is.
the general
It's
of gambling is like you have to like really think about like how much money you're willing to lose.
Yeah.
Because like once you make a bet or invest, you should really just consider that money gone.
I have a Roth IRA too. I've had it since high school.
I do not have that. We're not white and we don't invest in IRAs.
Well, the good thing about stocks, it's not exactly like betting because you can pull your money back out. Like, once you lock in your money, it's not stuck in there.
I think it's a good way of looking at it though. Like you have to like invest like X amount of money that you're comfortable just like
Yeah.
throwing away.
And, like, once you invest a lot, yeah, if the stock does take a beating, you'll definitely lose a lot of it. But you never lose all of it, which is kind of good. Like we're not
never.
really investing in these giant stocks. Now you can do portion stocks too,
Yeah.
so you don't have to buy a whole stock. Like Tesla for example, it's like up to $800 right now. I could buy like $10 of Tesla stock, even though it's worth $800. It would go up at a smaller proportionate rate, but
Wait, I can do that.
yes, you can buy $10 of
Oh,
Tesla
fuck,
stock.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah, but it won't go into effect until Monday because stock markets are closed.
I
Until
don't
Monday.
care.
I'm just waiting for like an older version of me to come teleporting through right now to tell me to invest in
Invest
like
in-
the next
That's
big
so
company.
Nice.
I'm putting my investments in, even though I love Tesla, but Nikola, they're like that other energy electric
I
car
already
company.
have 2 shares of them.
They're only $20 a stock right now.
They're not bad.
yeah.
Jeez,
Should I
this
put
is
all my money into
expensive.
Nikola? Like all the money in my bank
I
account?
think
Sir,
they might be
I
good.
don't
I
know
don't
what
know.
you're talking about. I can only buy it for its market price.
What are we looking at?
No, that wasn't the right button.
No, I didn't see.
I-
You see what I'm saying
see
though?
now,
Yep. Dollars.
Susan's looking at her Robinhood account, I
but that's
believe.
my mommy's name.
Susan B. Anthony.
No.
No,
But we can't say the last name though.
the bit is that we're going for like historical figures in history, and I'm gonna quickly run out of names.
Should
here
I
in a
put
minute.
$30 in Tesla right now?
You could. But yes, GameStop, that was crazy. If we would invest in GameStop right now, we would not have this podcast right now. We would be rich and we would be good.
No,
I really-
sir. I
I-
do not want to put $3,000 into Tesla.
Do it. I'll loan it to you.
But like the whole thing about it is me. So like none of those big short people actually faced any punishment or anything for what happened there. But they're already talking about
They're gonna
freaking
put the hammer-
legislation for freaking people like
They're
us.
gonna prosecute these people before
Yep.
before the insurrectionists.
Well, oh yeah, yeah. Well, they're being prosecuted. They're no, I can't say that. Never mind.
Are you
We'll talk
privy-
after.
Are you
podcast.
privy to information that I'm not?
Yes.
Because I work probably a pretty lowly.
Can't talk about it on the podcast.
No,
I gotta tell you about that too.
I
I don't
guess
give up her location. I can't say that.
I guess without saying too much, I'm referred to as a hero because I work an essential job, even though they don't want to raise the minimum wage. Blondros works a much higher clearance job because he has a piece of paper that says he went to school for 4 years. So I
It's
suppose
right there.
I suppose he's pointing to it right now on the wall. I suppose he's privy to information that I don't get. I listen to a lot of rumor that happens into like our area.
I get to hear a lot of ins and outs where I work, which is kind of cool.
I'm a teacher
I hear
with
a
3
few.
pieces of paper.
I have one piece of paper
I
that says I
beat
went to high school.
everybody on the next.
I did the bare minimum.
Pieces of paper.
I did the bare minimum and went to high school.
Yeah.
I'm like, I did okay. I don't know.
I mean, that's probably more than a lot of people. I'm sure.
Yes, my
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
I mean,
You've always talked about going back, though. I mean, you've mentioned it.
I have.
Yeah. I mean, even like
I
for
don't know,
associates or something.
Yeah, I mean,
What would
Trade
you
associates.
want?
I ought to get something because I mean, let's face it. Then we're just gonna look at like any applications with my name on it.
Honestly, job experience is great. It sucks that they do just want that application, but once you that form, but once you get that form, they don't look at that form. They're like, oh look, he does have a college degree, but what's his experience look like? Like, but they won't look at your experience until after they just can glance over that. Oh, he's been through school for 4 years. Okay, I don't really care what the degree is. Let me see his experience.
No, that's what it is though.
Yeah.
Like, it's stupid. As long as you have a piece of paper, it could be for anything.
Mm-hmm. People where I work, there's probably
They just want to see the piece of paper and then they look at the other shit that you've
it
done.
doesn't matter what that is in there.
That
Where I
could
work
say
right now-
fucking like, what's a silly degree?
I don't know.
Human anthropology. Anthropology.
Yeah, anthropology.
Congratulations,
Hey!
you're a
Hey!
Congratulations, you're a secretary.
No,
Yes,
I
Susan.
love anthropology.
It's a cool subject.
But it's an interesting thing to learn about if you have free time.
But
But
imagine political science. Like, what did I learn? Like, I mean, I enjoy my degree,
what
but
did
like,
you learn from being a political
I learned.
scientist?
Okay, so what I can say the most about a liberal arts degree, it does teach you how to think
Pick
and
a
like
color.
write and like it does teach you some skills. Like, don't get me wrong, not compared to skills in the sciences and maths and stuff like that.
No, but it's like work
But-
ethic.
But yeah,
And
work
that's-
ethic.
And that's why they want to see that you have that piece of paper because it
Yeah.
proves that you dedicated yourself to
If-
something.
So you work while you're
for
getting
that
degree.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see that. I don't think it should be that expensive to be able to show.
I
that
get
can do
it.
that.
I mean, like, I get it. And like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not one of those people who thinks that, like, AOC should, like, get people to pay for, like, all of our school. Like,
Yeah. No.
clearly there is an advantage to going to school because
Ain't
I see it firsthand.
Ain't no way college should be so expensive.
No.
Because when we have children living in this cyclical poverty, there's no chance that even with all these loans, they will be able to go through school and then pay them back. Because they need a job while they're in school to live.
I absolutely
and
agree.
They can't.
You know,
and
I
college
absolutely agree.
is stupid.
You know why schools have gotten so expensive, right? This is something I learned actually in college, but also like just doing my own research. So, because of how big colleges have gotten, how many different groups are on campus, how big sports have gotten, most of that money goes into administrative pay, administrative benefits, and sports. It doesn't really go into the programs. It just goes into paying the giant groups they have.
It's silly
now.
how much money they invest in the sports. It's like,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake,
Like,
what
I'm
about
not going to
everything
school for-
else?
I'm not, because there's a lot of money in it, unfortunately.
Like they could win like the like the National Football Championship, and like tuition still goes up like the next year.
Like, unfortunately, like I like that school. They, you get the opportunity to join some groups and everything like that. Like, I mean, join like-minded people. But the problem with those groups is it's making our tuition go up a crap ton. Like, to fund those groups, to pay for all those outings, like, it's expensive.
I do think, yeah,
And you
yeah,
need the administrative
I do
support
think that like
to
a
do
lot
that.
of like the really like, I don't know what you call it, like I guess like I don't want to say frivolous, but like on the school that we went to, because I did go for a short bit.
Yeah.
They had a hammock club.
Yeah.
Who's paying for that?
They get a budget of the school's budget.
They should be okay.
Yeah.
Like something.
I was in that club.
But like, okay, but like something
Until-
frivolous like that should be raising their own money.
Yeah. We had to pay for all of our stuff. Like, all the stuff, we had to pay for everything. I don't really know,
But
like, what...
clubs, so maybe not clubs though. I don't know about clubs.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
budget they got, because I don't think they got anything. We had to pay for everything.
I would honestly hope that they wouldn't get anything
I
because
don't
that's
think they did.
But I'm talking
It's a
more
silly
like
I
thing.
agree. I don't think they should. I don't think they did. It didn't seem like they did. There was nothing...
But
we had
also,
to pay for everything.
it also goes into like the more program schools are getting, like some silly programs they have, like the school has like a master's of liberal arts program, and like you learn stuff in it. It's a master's program, but like it's not like a skill based like master's program. But you know how many people you have to pay to run that program there? All those professors, since they're teaching a master's program,
But
got
also,
to get
you
paid
get a
significantly
piece of
more.
paper that looks really bad because it's not actually
It's-
specialized
yeah.
in that area.
No,
It
it's not a
doesn't
degree,
look
it's just
good.
No, but you know how much
Yeah.
how many people they had to pay to get that piece of paper, like, and that's one of the biggest problems. Like if you go on the employment website for the colleges right now, you should see all the positions that are open. It is insane how many things need to be hired. Like, oh my God, so much money. They pay good too, but you know where all that money comes from? It comes from the students.
comes from tuition.
Yeah, like I would. Yeah, it might be boring, but I sit there 4 years. Let me get my paper for not that much money. I would trade like spending much less money on college tuition
Don't
than
they
having
get
all the
some,
programs.
not a lot, don't they get some federal or state funding?
So
I think it depends on
so
the institution.
it's the,
That's what I
so
thought, too.
that's the same problem. How we talk about health insurance. The reason insurance companies charge so much is because they know they're going to get that. No, the hospitals charge so much because colleges can charge the federal government. They're like, okay, we're going to the federal loans anyways, so let's charge the students a shit ton of money, just like the hospitals. So the hospitals, they're going to charge the insurance companies outrageous rates because obviously the insurance is going to cover it. So the insurance rates are going to go up for us. So like, you see what I'm saying? Like, the reason like private insurance is so expensive is because hospitals in America charge a shit ton of money for services, but they know they're going to get that money because of private insurance programs. So, you know, after the hospitals request that much money, the insurance, and it's like, you know, like the trickle up economics thing, like they're going to charge more on the, you know, on the person they're giving insurance to.
Mm-hmm.
It just, yeah, same thing with college. I mean, when federal loans come in for all the programs they have now, they're like, well, shit, we can get a lot of money from the federal government right now. Let's charge a shit ton of money for this program because we're going to get it anyways. And then it ends up affecting us in the long run because we got to pay federal loans for the rest of our life. Yeah.
This is why
I got pretty heated there.
This is what, not even heated. I just kind of like sat back and listened.
Yeah.
This is why he has the piece of paper and I don't. Because clearly, Blondros Prestonavir is able to retain information better. No, I mean, yeah, like I took everything you said and I agree with it.
Yeah. But the problem is that would affect so much more. So say you did have smaller student loans. Like, this is where I'm just going to get really deep.
No, it's like...
The minimum wage wouldn't even be much of a controversial issue anymore because people aren't paying these
more people be
outrageous...
educated.
They're more educated, and they're not going to have these giant-ass student loans to pay off of freaking $7.25 minimum wage. So, like, that money would be a little bit more because you're not putting towards these freaking outrageous, like, payments you have a month. Luckily, right now, my payments are suspended until September now. They delayed them some more.
How much would your payments be, like?
You can pay. So since I'm in a public service job, I can do the public forgiveness loan. If I pay 10% of my tuition, I mean 10% of my salary a year, and I just keep making those payments for 10 years, even if I have money left over, they will be forgiven. I won't pay anything else. But I have to pay a consistent 10% of my salary for 10 years. And then once that 10-year, as long as I'm in a public service job, like a government job, it will be paid off. However, that's 10 years of 10% of your salary.
That's and like like one kind of job. That's one hell of a commitment.
I don't even make that good of money. So, like there's someone I work with right now. And he's doing that, and that's what he's doing. Granted, he makes a little bit more than I do, but yeah. And they're talking about possibly bringing that down to 5%, just 5% of your salary. But also, Joe Biden's talking about forgiving $10,000 of student loans, which I mean would be nice. I mean, taxes are probably going to go up from it. But I don't know.
It's a mixed bag because like like something that I experienced firsthand is that like going to college is actually still a really good investment.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
you're spending a lot of money, but it does kind of pay off in the end because like you're making like 4 times what like an uneducated person would make.
I mean, yeah, I mean it still is nice.
Like it's still a great investment, so it's like because of that, I can't fully jump on board the whole like free education bandwagon
I can't either.
That like the far left is like really trying to perpetuate on people.
I still think there should be a fee for it. I mean, even in some European like a lot of they still have a fee. Like it's not like completely free. We should get it should be down a good bit. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it is a little ridiculous like how much it skyrocketed, especially in recent years. But like. Do I think college should be free? No, because it does kind of pay for itself. Quicker than like.
I just don't think
quicker than you realize.
I just don't think interest rates should be so high on your student loans, while also, like, you got to pay student loans like it's a mortgage payment. Like, how are you supposed to buy a house, have student loans, have a car payment?
You have like 3 different like payment plans that go for like 20 years.
Yeah, and like, you got it.
It's the tea.
Did leak through a little bit.
You got yourself?
It's tea.
You piddled on yourself?
Pissed myself with tea.
Nice. But...
You've had enough tea. I could see you pissing yourself with tea.
That's for the after show.
Yeah.
That's for the after show that we broadcast on OnlyFans. Yeah.
That's the after hour show.
I'm trying to reach as wide of a market as I possibly can. I'm trying to, make some money so I don't have to worry about being an uneducated twat.
Mm-hmm. I do want to make more money. I do.
I mean, who doesn't? Money is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
People say money isn't happiness, but it really is.
It is. In the society we live in, it is. I mean...
Well, it's like granted, it's like, this is an interesting topic in itself because, like, of course I would be fucking through the moon if I won, like, the $1 billion or whatever lottery that they just doled out.
Yeah.
But it's
There's
like...
a pie.
There is... Because, like with money, that's less stress, isn't it? Because, like, you don't have to worry about bills.
Exactly.
You have to worry about shit like that.
And I don't need $1 billion. I just like enough money where when I go to the supermarket, if I want to buy some cookies, I'm not like,
yeah,
oh, shit,
right.
let me look at my list and...
Let me see if I can budget out for a pack of cookies the month.
Well, like, it's the difference between, like, being able to afford, like, Voss water on a regular basis versus, like, do I go without beans or fresh fruit this week?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's very different levels of, like,
it's
being
weird
in poverty.
that's even just the middle... That's not even... That's just the middle-class mindset in America a lot of the time. Like, to be a middle-class person, like, you actually... like, when you're doing your shopping list, you still have to budget. I mean, like...
You have to budget and you have to make sacrifices.
Yeah. And, like, the problem is you're working... your Monday through Friday job. You're working pretty much the whole entire day. When you get home, you're tired. I enjoy my relaxing. Like, I enjoy...
Not as good as blueberry.
It wasn't immediate. Should we talk about the tea that we're having right now?
It's cranberry pomegranate. It's also stash. Pomegranate is excellent for building blood in the body. Cranberry is good for purifying the body.
I like it. It's not as like immediate. Like the last one was like very fruity and very rich. This one's more subtle. I enjoy it. Is this gonna turn into a tea reviewing podcast?
I could, yeah. Why
I
not?
would do it. I would kill it.
That's how we'll do the advertisements.
Next week we do coffee.
Eleanor can chime in
I would.
and just review a stash tea. Yep.
You already called me Eleanor.
I went with Susan, but
I said
Joan. We're going real old.
We're going
school
Joan
now.
of Arc.
Yeah, we're going Joan.
Mary Antoinette.
Hey, Joni.
Joni.
I think Joni's a good one.
All right, Michelle Obama. That's.
Ooh, you're already alienating some of the Melania. We have to include,
Ivanka.
We have to include everybody until eventually they become. Well, I think at this point we've already made some of our like beliefs known, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we've already alienated like a good portion of the audience.
We're all pretty middle ground people, though.
Yeah.
So like,
we're on fairly middle ground, but it's funny because like I think like we're all like pretty close knit. With like people who are on like further ends of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Like I surround myself with a lot of like right leaning people.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our friends are. Yeah. I mean,
Most of my friends are middle.
yeah, a lot of your friends are. I mean, now, my one friend, I'm trying to think to classify him, what the name of him as.
Is he like a coworker or?
You've met him. I went to school with him.
Is he?
wait.
Yeah.
What is
He's pretty on the left.
Cole?
Yeah, we'll go. That's pretty close.
Wait,
but-
who are we
No,
talking about?
I'm thinking Cole because.
Wait a minute, we're like speaking in code right now,
We
and
are.
I've been drinking a little bit, and I'm lost because I thought we were talking about somebody else.
We'll go with Dylan.
Because I was thinking. I'm taking a TP.
Just keep going, but you have to fill me in after, like when we're off the.
I will. But he's pretty on the left.
I was thinking of another friend of yours who's pretty on the right, who wants to kill brown people.
Oh God, oh God, we're not going to talk about him. We don't.
We shouldn't.
We don't talk to him.
We
much
shouldn't.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, like what's the moral of today's story? Like, don't give up on McGregor.
Don't give up McGregor.
Support the Wall Street Reddit gang.
Yeah, support the Wall Street
And
Reddit gang.
school is some bullshit.
Some bullshit, yeah, but
Some
it shouldn't be
bull
free.
fucking shit.
But it shouldn't be so expensive.
It's a good, go to school, kids, or learn a trade. But fuck me, they teach you like so much useless shit in school. Like I look at like the real world and like how much and like how little I know of it. And it's like why didn't we learn this in the 11th grade?
I don't know. I hate. Yeah, our system's really broken. Like, I'd like to know what other systems are like because it could just be the entire system all around.
I was gonna bring that up as well. Like do English or French students or Canadians like
Did they learn anything
about,
different or no? Like, I don't know if they do or not.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was similar, but I don't know. Like the whole education system in general is kind of like a propaganda machine.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean,
whole system's like a propaganda machine. Like they're teaching you to be contributing members of our type of society.
Yeah,
That's it. I mean, our type of society. I mean, like, but out there you can live. I mean, if you wanted to live on your own, you wanted to like. I mean, this might get kind of like hippie-ish or communist, but if you want to live on your
it might get very hippie.
if you want to live on your own and live off like actually just live in a log cabin, you can still do that. You can live in a log cabin in the woods and like, that'd be fine. But I mean, nowadays they just want you to be a contributing member of society. You want to be the cogs in the machine. You got to keep the machine going, and yeah, that's all we are.
You see, like I'm at the age where I just want to get tatted up and rage against the machine.
Right? Yeah.
And then like once I turn 30, that's when I'm gonna like realize that I should be part of the machine and try to get some of the machine's benefits.
Well, when I had TikTok still for a while,
I won't.
I deleted it, but no, there
upload
was like all kinds of like these old like 2000s punk songs coming on, and they were like when you're in your 30s or mid 20s and you're part of the machine, but you used to listen to this type of music when you were a teen, but now you're part of that.
You know what?
The problem.
That's a funny thing because like look at like how many like right wingers like just in recent years over Twitter have like denounced Rage Against the Machine.
I'm trying to think.
Like I want to say that like I'm gonna fuck up his name and I don't want to, but I want to say that like Ryan Paul.
Rand Paul. Oh shoot, which one?
Let me not say the name.
Paul Ryan? Or that's Paul Ryan.
It doesn't matter. Some like prominent Republican politician, whose name I can't fucking remember right now, was like tweeting, was like, he like made a statement saying that he was a fan of Rage Against the Machine, which is fucking asinine because from day one they were a highly political music group, always denouncing like the right wing media and just very, very much like supporting leftism causes.
Oh, okay.
Like from the very first album, from the very first song, that's been their entire ethos as a band. And it's funny because like I get it, like if like an artist that you like all of a sudden makes a political statement, like they write like that one protest song like on like their 5th album.
Yeah.
But like when you look at a group like Rage, they've been like that since day one, and for like conservative individuals to be big fans of Rage Against the Machine is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. They're not gonna listen to lyrics at all. Yeah.
They don't. They just like loud noise and guitars and like this is great for getting a pump, but they're not listening to the words at all, clearly. Or like maybe they just, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Yeah, man, this is bop.
The biggest one I've seen lately, it's both sides actually using it, is the Green Day American Idiot song.
Yeah, what do you think that album's about?
Yeah.
Why do you think why do you think it's called that?
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to like scoff at like, like musicians and actors, whatever, for like wanting to support like, certain presidential candidates, and like I do the same thing as well, depending on who the person is. But like when you, it's one thing if like Taylor Swift is endorsing a candidate because her music and her whole image is very apolitical.
Yeah.
But like if you're looking at like Run the Jewels or Rage Against the Machine or Green Day or like any punk band throughout history, punk is very political.
Yeah.
Why are you surprised when they take a stance? That's their whole ethos as a person, as an individual in general.
Makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. We live in a weird society.
We live in a fucked up world, and I hope to continue to commentate on it as... Did I say that word right? I'm drunk. It doesn't matter. I hope to continue to comment on the world stage in future episodes, and
yeah,
I think this is going to be a good program.
I think this is a good time to end it and everything, and we'll talk about more in the next one.
I just want to preach, drink more tea.
Yeah.
Drink more tea because this shit is delicious. Stash, give me money.
Conor McGregor, come on the podcast.
Conor McGregor, I'm physically holding this bottle of Proper 12 right now because I do not think that you are a bum. I still think that you have potential to be a champion. It's just that you've taken too much fucking time off. You got to dedicate yourself to this one thing if you want to get back on top, or just keep chasing the money. I mean.
Whatever you want to do, boo.
As LeBron James put it, take your talents to wherever they're needed. Just don't pull a fucking LeBron and like host an hour-long program on TV, like rubbing it in the face of whoever you're like insulting.
Yeah. I like that you're becoming a little more modest now. But yeah, come on the podcast and yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I look forward to the next